The FDA recently approved ozanimod for the treatment of relapsing forms of multiple sclerosis. This drug is not only exciting because it slows disease progression, but also because it addresses cognitive issues with MS. That last part is groundbreaking for MS disease-modifying therapies, and I'm going to take you through it all right now. What's going on, y'all? I'm Damien. I was diagnosed with MS a few years ago and have been making content about the disease ever since. If this is your first time here and you'd like to learn more about MS while laughing and gaining a sense of community, start by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss any updates. The FDA has approved ozanimod for the treatment of relapsing forms of multiple sclerosis. It's an oral S1P receptor modulator and will be marketed as Zeposia. Gilenya is an S1P modulator as well, and these types of drugs prevent certain types of white blood cells from getting out and causing all sorts of havoc in the body. In the phase 3 clinical trial results, Zeposia showed a decrease in disease progression and ding 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 also showed an increase in cognition. Compared with Avonex, Zeposia reduced the number of relapses and brain lesions over 40%. The T1 type of brain lesions, the black holes in your MRI, were reduced over 50%. And the new or emerging T2 lesions, the white spots on your MRI, were reduced over 40%. Now, in addition to stopping lesions, Zeposia also improves cognitive issues. Now, this is fantastic news because, as y'all know, there are no drugs that address cognitive issues with MS. In fact, at the America's Committee for the Treatment and Research in Multiple Sclerosis in Dallas, Texas last year, John DeLuca, PhD, stated that
one of the big problems we know in persons with MS is they have cognitive problems as a result of the disease. And right now, there are really no therapies available for addressing the cognitive problems in MS.
Yeah, there's a gap, bruh. And ozanimod is looking to fill that gap. And when pitted against interferon beta, it significantly increased processing speed in patients even through 12 months after the treatment. And in a larger study, they found that people on ozanimod showed preservation of thalamic and gray matter volume of the brain. These two things are important aspects of preservation of brain tissue, and it's likely as to why ozanimod improves cognition. Because in the brain, the thalamus has a role in attention, arousal, and the capacity to perform tasks of information processing. The gray matter is the stuff that holds all your neurons and your axons and your blood vessels, and a lot of the gray matter in your cerebral cortex is essential to facets of higher learning, including attention, memory, and thought. Look, this thing is still young, so there's only but so much info about Zeposia out there. But it's looking good. And it looks like there's going to be plenty more things that are looking good coming down the pipe. Okay, bye!